possibly ripped up the sofa, torn up the lamp, broken the glass on the picture frame? Who could have possibly written her name on the wall, torn up the chair, vandalized that picture of an otherwise handsome young man? And who is this sneaking off into the corner? She wasn't always a bad kitty. She used to be a good kitty until one day, oh dear, we're all out of food for the kitty. All we have are some healthy and delicious A, asparagus, B, beets, C, cauliflower, D, dill. Ack, says the kitty. Eggplant, fennel, garlic, horseradish. Ache, says the kitty. Iceberg, lettuce, jalapenos, kidney beans, leeks. Ache, says the kitty. Mushrooms, navy beans, onions, parsnips. Oh no, says the kitty. Squashes, radishes, spinach, tomatoes. Ugh, says the kitty. Rhubarb, vegetable stew, watercress, shigua, which is a Chinese watermelon. Yuck, says the kitty. Yams and zucchini. Kitty was not happy. Not happy at all. That's when she decided she would be a but not just any bad kitty, but a very, very bad. She A, ate my homework. B, bit Grandma. C, clawed the curtains. D, damaged the dishes. Endangered the goldfish. Flooded the bathroom. Grappled with guests. Hurled hairballs at our heads. Irritated the baby. Jumped on the bed. Knocked over the lamp. Loitered, which is a fancy word that means hanging around where you don't belong. Was mean to my mom. Was nasty to Daddy's neckties. Overturned her cat box. Plotted against us. Quarreled with our neighbor, and the letter there reads, Dear neighbor, meow, hiss, 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 meow, meow, hiss, meow, sincerely, Kitty. Ruined the rug. Sold my toys. Tormented a little mouse. Untied my shoes. Was violent with the vet. Wrote on the walls. Examined my diary. Yowled all night, and the neighbors are shouting, Quiet, shut up! And zeroed the zinnias. And a zinnia is a type of flower. What? The egg king. What? A very, very bad kitty. But then, I'm back from the grocery store, and look at all the good food I bought for Kitty. We have... I'm going to pause here a moment. I'm going to get back to the story in about a minute, I promise. But I asked you earlier, and I got the impression that you guys already know this book pretty well. Is that true? Yeah. So you know what's going to come next, right? Yeah. You know that next there's going to be this alphabetical array of some very weird-sounding foods that Kitty happens to like, right? Yeah. About 4 years ago, I was curious about something. I was curious one day to know whether any of these weird-sounding foods that Kitty happens to like, whether or not any of them happen to be real. So I did what you're always supposed to do. When you're curious about something, I decided to do a little research, which, as you also know, meant that I went to my local library, much like the one you have here in this way. I went to my local bookstore. I even went onto the internet to find out if any of these weird-sounding foods that Kitty happens to like also happen to be real. Now, I decided that a food would be real if I could find it as an item on a menu from a restaurant that is anywhere in the world. Or if I could find an actual recipe for it from anywhere in the world. This is what I discovered. I learned that several of these weird-sounding foods that Kitty happens to like, several of them also happen to be real. I'm going to point them out to you, but I want you to guess. We begin with A, an assortment of anchovies. Is that real? Yeah! You get a can at the grocery store, you put it on pizza, I find it a little salty, some people like it, but that's right. Moving on. B, buffalo burritos? Yeah! Yes, it's real. C, chicken cheesecake? Yeah! Yes, it's real. D, a donkey named Dave? Yeah! No. Just because you name a donkey Dave does not mean you have to eat him. Elephant eggs? No. Fried flies? No. Goose goulash? Yes, that's real. Hippo hamburgers? No. Insect ice cream? Jellyfish jelly? Who said yes? Only on SpongeBob, doesn't count. Kangaroo kidney pie? Yes, they eat it in Australia. Lizard lasagna? Moose a la mode. Okay, just because you put ice cream on a moose does not mean you have to eat it. Nightingale nuggets? An order of opossum? Yes. Travel to Appalachia sometime. You'll find out the hard way. Penguin pizza? No. Quail quiche? Yes, that's real. Rhino ravioli? Shark sushi? Yes, very popular in Japan. Turtle turnovers? Uncle Murray? A variety of vultures? Whale waffles? An excess of Tyrannosaurus Rex? Yak yogurt? Yes. I have fans who were traveling through Mongolia. Now, Mongolia is this country that's just north of China, right? And they sent me an email about what they saw when they went into a grocery store. Because what they saw when they went into a grocery store in Mongolia was a shelf completely filled with containers, all labeled, in English, yak yogurt. Now, just for the record, do you think this is yogurt that's made out of yak? Yeah! It is yogurt that is made from yak milk. Yeah. And Big Zebra's eating? But now Kitty was happy, very, very happy. She decided that from now on she would be a... But not just any good kitty, but a very, very good kitty. She, A, apologized to Grandma. B, bought me new toys. C, cleaned her cat box. D, drove me to school. Erased the wall. Finished my homework. Gave to UNICEF, hugged the little mouse, invited affection, joined the tambourine, kissed the goldfish, left the lamp alone, mopped the bathroom, was nice to my mommy, sang opera all night, and now the neighbors are shouting, bravo, encore, was polite to the vet, quit quarreling with our neighbor, and now the letter reads, dear neighbor, sincerely beginning. Repaired the curtains, and you may notice that she's using little patches of what used to be Daddy's neckties. Saved the day, tied my shoes, didn't eat Uncle Murray. Vacuumed the floor, washed the car, filed our taxes, gave me a yellow yo-yo, and lulled the baby to sleep. What a good kitty. What a very, very good I know. Look, Kitty. We've brought you a new friend. You can play together. And you can go to the park together. And you can share your food with